Hey guys, how you doing? This is JP Saricolia coming to you once again with another book review, and this time following the same series I started last week. I'll continue with another J. Scott Campbell book. This is the second in the collection of art books that he has produced yearly. Well, in some years he didn't produce any, but primarily they've been kind of like a yearly outages, yearly releases. So this was the second. This was published and produced and printed and sold on back in 2009. So this was the second book, and this is J. Scott Campbell, Monster Green, The Wicked Files, and it's actually fitting because of course we just have Halloween a couple of days ago, and of course you see an image of Frankenstein, and you see Vampirella, and if you look of course on the back of this is a hardcover book. Look and see it's purple. There's some design there, and then you see Brandstudio. Also, there was the producer. Actually, Brandstudio produced the first four books in this series, and here you can see Olea. He was the designer of the style of these books. And you open it again. It's a very tiny book, just a few pages. And here you go. It has a signature again from Scott Campbell. And here you go. It says, "Welcome everyone. Last year, after planning one for so long, I released my first art book. The response was really fantastic. So good, in fact, that I decided to make it an annual event. This year, I've chosen a subject matter that may seem strange to some fans of my work: horror. Sure, most of you know me for my cute and sexy renditions of playful females, but in this collection, you'll find a wide variety of bad guys and bad girls, monsters and demons, the devious and the devilish, the gothic and the ghoulish, along with villains, vixens, and vampires. Yes, classic 50s and 60s imagery of horror and sci-fi are a great passion of mine, and my great admiration for the work of Tim Burton, Sam Raimi, and Bruce Campbell certainly won't come as a shock to those who know my art. You'll see all of that, plus plenty of scantily clad, sexy goth chicks throughout the next 48 pages. So curl up under a blanket, break out your flashlight, and enjoy." Wow. J. Scott Campbell. As you can see, there's 48 pages. The Vampirella, pretty sexy pinup right there. And you go. This is actually Vampirella. Again, it follows the same problems that he had the previous book, where instead of having like double spreads or have posters, that was fixed in newer books, but not on this collection. Whatever Brandstudio did, they didn't do it. So this is Vampirella. This actually, when she did some type of crossovers with different characters, you have the Mystery Madman, you got Monkey and O'Brien, Hell's Shock right there. And you have more artists. You see the dragon right there, Savage Dragon. You said Kabuki. So all of the stuff that I'm sorry. So you see all this. So this is pretty cool. I like this spread out. And of course, here you have more stuff from Vampirella. You can see great art, very cool and sexy, of course. And here you see more of Vampirella. Love this one. This shocking looking dude. Pretty cool. So as you can see right here, and actually this is a pinup right here. This is Bruce Campbell. This is a pinup that was done actually on the Danger Girls. It came out in Danger Girls. Probably you remember my review of Danger Girl. Absolute. This pinup is there. So it's pretty cool. Of course, Army of Darkness, Ash Campbell. That's pretty cool. Love the colors here, and again the paper is good. Oh, here you have Jason versus Ash versus Krueger, Freddy Krueger. Pretty cool. And now again, same problem. Kind of cuts in the middle. That's the only problem. The binding is a bit tight on these books. It's good quality, but it's still tight. So that makes the problem for these posters. Still, it manages to do it well for what it is. He had Spook Show International. This is from for Rob Zombie, the lead singer of White Zombie. Here's Spook Show. So this is some promotional art he did for them. Pretty cool stuff. For a lot of demonic things here going on. And this was Hymns. That was the cover. I think it was the cover of Hymns 1, if I'm not mistaken. I really didn't read this, so I didn't care much about it. There's another, I forgot this one, the name of this one, but there's another one. Inferno, I forgot. It's in the end. I'll remember when I get there. Probably I read it. But here you go. There's another cover he did. Of course, he has done a lot of horror stuff. Now you can see J. Scott Campbell. This is the redesign of Lady Death. Look at that. Oh, she looks great there. Cool. And there's annotations there for those that love the art. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. And J. Scott Campbell, Girls and Monsters, is something that he did. A lot of pinup stuff he did for this. So you see the different art. Very cool. Very cool. Alright. Vampire Huntress. And you can see, I love this pinups he did. The art that he was doing back in the late 90s. Like you see, this is Shira, Queen of the Jungle, and Jungo, the giant ape. Love it. This will be great on a t-shirt. I would love to have a t-shirt like that. Here you go. It's another one. Cleopatra, Curse of the Mummy Pharaoh. Pretty cool. Now this one here is monster. There is a monster under my bed. Look at that. Love the collar. Love the collar, the spin up. Campbell, 1999. Here you see another one. Devil Girls. Love the collar here. Pretty cool. So this is primarily a lot of, devilish stuff, a lot of, like monsters and horror stuff here that he has done, of course, with his touch. That's Fiona versus the Fendish Fishman. Pretty cool. That's cool right there. You add some of them. You have the pages. This is 21. But here you go. The cheerleader and the wolf boy. Interesting. Love it. And here's Dr. Victoria and the Frankenstein. Look at that. Look at Frankenstein. He looks great there. I love that Frankenstein design. That's pretty cool. Of course, very sexy. The art. And here, just like how he did it. You can see some of the work he did there. Pretty cool. Victoria. Look at that. Very cool. I'm trying to show as much as I can. Sometimes I forget to show some of the art because I'm so distracted in my conversation that I forget to really show some of the art and its completion. Okay, Dr. Victoria Frankenstein, J. Scott Campbell, Richard Vanover. Here you go. Here you go. This is more stuff. This is stuff that he did. He did some art for some for like a hot rod stuff. He loves the hot rod stuff. I think he has done some art, promotional art, for that, for those that love hot rod. And here you go, some pinup art that he has done for promotional art for hot rod stuff, for t-shirts, tin, all type of things that for collectors. And of course, look at this one. This is a G.I. Joe. Love this one. Love that one. Danger Girl, of course. It's one of the covers in Danger Girl. And this is Beyond Wonderland. Look at that. That's from Cinescope. This is in black and white. Love it that it's this here. And then you have the color version. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, this is Eve and the Garden, Very sexy looking Eve. Look at that. Kabuki. Pretty cool. Don't mess with her. Alright. This is Crimson. That's very scary. But of course there's the art. This is the part with Scott Campbell. He does all kind of stuff. He has all kind of stuff. So which is good. He's very he has dabble into a lot of different franchises. Of course, Night Stalkers, Dark Stalkers, I'm sorry. Night Slayers, I think that's what it's called in Japan. Cool. Dark Stalkers. I love that video game. I played that video game. Of course, here you have stuff that he did for Dark Horse Comics. Of course, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Here is in black and white. And the color, in pencils, and here is the color one. Very, very cool. Love that you have both. The Ant. Here you go. I think this is cover 1. This is cover 2. I don't know why they kind of flip it, but this is the cover 1 and this is cover 2. The Ant. Oh, look at this one. I love this one. Too bad again that the division right there. But this is the Masters of the Universe, He-Man. Look at that. He looks great. I love He-Man right there. All the characters from the Masters of the Universe. And all the bad guys. All the bad guys. Skeletor right there in the background. Cool. This is cool. Definitely good. More stuff that he did for Dark Horse, but this is, you know, for Star Wars. Love this one. Princess Leia. Look at that. Very cool. Magic. That's for New Mutants. Cool. Okay, this is from New Mutants as well, but this is, of course, Nightcrawler. Look at that. I love the blue color in the background. I love the colors are great. Onslaught, if I'm not mistaken. No, Onslaught Reborn. I don't remember. Something like that. I forget. I tend to forget a lot of things sometimes. Sue Storm, looking great. Loki. You can see the Enchantress. Thor. Very cool, man. He does great stuff. Oh, I love this one. This I love. It's one of my favorite, you know, covers for, you know, Spider-Man. Look at that. Spider-Man, you know, looking great. Look at all his foes on the background. Rhino, Sandman, Electro, you name it. You know, they did such a phenomenal job here. Everything. Dr. Octopus. Love it. Love it. And here in the back, of course, again, credits, which is kind of like a table of content. It's all it is. It tells you everything. Gives you a list of all of them, and Vampirella again. So yes, this is the second book. After you know, the success of the first one, they decide to create this one. Do I recommend this book? I would say yes. I do recommend it because, you know, it's Scott Campbell. If you're a fan of Scott Campbell, these books are fun to have. You know, instead of just having the single issues, which you can still collect if you're only interested on the art and you don't want to pay top dollar for some of the, you know, some of the art prints, you can get this, which is kind of like you save some money in the process and you get a lot of art and you still collect them in a more, you know, concise way, and I really like it, so I really recommend it. The price, you know, if you buy them directly from his website, I don't know if he still have them for sale. This is also, again, first print. Of course, they can come up, you know, costly from him, but you can find them somewhere else. I would say jump on it. It's pretty cool. If you're into this monster stuff, this second version was primarily directed towards that, and I love the fact that they kind of continue the colors. The other one was orange, and this is everything is green, and as you can see right there, the number 2 there. So it's pretty cool. So once again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please support this channel. Also follow me on the different social platforms, and don't forget, you know, if you want to support me, thank you for that. You know, there's a link to my Patreon account. So take care, my friends. God bless you, and I'll talk to you again. Bye bye.